What's up, y'all? So today is the 30th. Yes, today is the 30th. And the 30th means today is Thursday the 30th, I believe. I think today's Thursday the 30th. I know it's the 30th. I don't know if it's Thursday. I'm not really checking the days these days. Anywho, yeah. So like today was pretty solid. I didn't weigh myself again. I'm seeing my vascularity still, which is good. If I start I've actually gotten used to seeing like one big vein or one like main vein anyways on my left forearm, and so like if I stop seeing it, I'll know like that's something's wrong. Something's like definitely up. But for right now, it's fine. I just ate, so I do see my face like bloating. Having a lot more carbs. For me, just like eating, the act of eating actually makes me bloat, my face wise, especially sweets. I didn't have sweets though, but just definitely eating for sure. I watched a buddy of mine eat a whole like pint or quart of ice cream, so fun stuff. I had the urge to ask him for some. Originally he said he was gonna only eat half of it because it was like, oh, it's bad ice cream, and I'm like, perfect. Let me help you out with that. Let me sacrifice myself for you. But he ended up finishing it. I'm like, all right, cool. It's for the best. Like, let me like not be tempted by that because ice cream is just so good. I love ice cream, gelato, sorbet. Like, it's all just so amazing. Anyways, I know in the previous video I mentioned how I lost a good amount of weight one semester at university. The thing with that is that the semester finished in May, right? And then at that time, I got a job. I was working as a receptionist / secretary for a law firm, and I know it was dope. Like it was a cool job, But bringing my Tupperware there every day was not as cool / in line. I don't know. It was just different. This is an excuse, FYI. This is just a complete excuse. But my discipline just kind of dropped off because I just didn't feel like bringing my Tupperware with me to work, for instance, or sometimes like I actually did. But with that, it was just like, do I really want to eat this food? What really killed me at the time, I remember now, are these vanilla wafers. Like the ones that have a little wafer, some like vanilla cream, another wafer, some more cream. It's like 3 or 4 layers of that. I love those. The vanilla ones are my favorite. They're amazing. Like I love like tearing them apart like layer by layer and just eating like the filling in between each layer and just devouring it one by one. I love that. It's so phenomenal. Anyways, there's a vending machine there, and they accept card. And the day I started learning how to use my card for that vending machine, that's when kind of things just kind of started plummeting. Because you do it one time, and it's like right there. Like, you could just like step away from your desk for like a minute, go to the vending machine, come back with a new snack, and you go back, and back, and back, and back, like during like the whole day. And it was just really bad because it's just junk food, and the vanilla wafers one thing, but that led to like Cinnabons or whatever, like the little like cinnamon rolls, sticker bars. I don't know, it's just like I forgot what it was, but I just remember like the vanilla wafers. That's where it all started. That's just like, wow, like that temptation. And it's hard when it's in front of you every single day. It's really ridiculously hard. Like if you got something like that at your job, I feel really bad for you because that's like a really big hurdle to conquer, and at the same time, you'll keep in mind, it's like, you're presented this hurdle for a reason, like you can either change your environment, change your job, change your workstation, change the policy, or just move the food away from you, if you can, or you have to develop this sort of character to withstand that temptation and not eat the sweets and eat the snacks. And while it may be more difficult, that's not an excuse for you not to do it. That's just a bigger challenge for you to overcome, and it's calling you out because you have to overcome it. If you don't overcome it, you're allowing yourself to fail. Don't let yourself fail. You're so much more than that. You can do so much more. You are so much stronger than you think. Really push yourself. You might fail today. You might fail tomorrow. You might fail for the next 300 plus days. You might fail for the next 1,000 days. It does not matter. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. You can do it. Never forget it. Never forget to develop that strength of character, to develop that discipline, to want to have that discipline, because that's where it starts. The desire to have that discipline. I could tell you that years and years and years of wanting to have the discipline, and I would mess up, I would fail, I would goof up, I would just fumble so hard, but the desire to have that discipline never left me. It's something because it's good, it's good to have discipline, it's good, it's great to be able to control yourself, to say no to things that are not good for you, to say yes to things that, while they may be hard or not desirable at the time because they take some work, that you do it anyways because you are disciplined. You're not motivated. You just are this kind of person. You become the person that's disciplined. You become the person that's capable of maintaining that effort, that workflow. And it just takes a really long time to develop that. I mean, that's what I say always, but for me, it's taken a really long time. So yeah, I started eating the vanilla wafers, and then shortly afterwards, I went back to Raleigh, so just change of environment completely. Actually, no, I think directly after that, I went to Pittsburgh. So I did this 2-month long program in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I was taking some classes there at Carnegie Mellon University, and just change of environment again. You're with other interns, or program cohort members. It's a new place. You want to check out different spots. Your normal routine stuff. Your home is not there. You gotta get new pans. You gotta get new tin foil, chicken, broccoli, silverware, all that stuff. You pretty much have to restart your whole kitchen. Your whole kitchen setup basically, and it was a lot of work. And while I did still cook chicken and eat some veggies, it was not nearly at the same level as it was during the semester, just a month plus before, and that was really hard because I was there for 2 months and I completely just fell off everything, I just came back to Raleigh afterwards, where, that's my home, and it was disheartening because the discipline was just off, and at home it's just different other food temptations, just the rhythm of being by yourself in DC, at least for me anyways, just give me the space to just kind of really unravel myself and just focus on me. For me, I need to be alone. Well, I don't need to be alone, but I really thrive being alone, and so it just really helped me just hone myself in that space of solitude. Yeah, by the time school started again back in 2016, some other things that changed, just a little different living environment, different means for dieting or nutrition wise, and yeah, and you just gotta adapt, you just gotta endure and suffer, I remember I tried intermittent fasting there for the first time, and get this, I was not really eating meat at the time, which was really difficult, right? However, so I was eating a lot of cheese pizza that day, or cheese pizza that year, really, which in quantity, like $1 cheese pizzas, which is probably not the best for me, and I don't think it was. Although they were tasty, not really. It was really low quality, but I'm just savage like that, But I remember when I was intermittent fasting, you know, I would go to school with like 3 or 4 like boiled eggs, you know, ready to be cracked. Like an X number of servings of protein powder, like 2 cheese sticks, and a bag of like X ounces of peanuts, you know, and I just eat that. And I just felt so awful doing that. That only lasted like a week or two. It was so bad. You know, like the boiled eggs, you know, if you just carry them on to you like the entire day, like the eggs themselves within the shell will get kind of like soggy or moist, so that when you open them up, I feel they actually like stink up a lot more, which is really messed up. Because imagine like someone like next to you that you don't really know opens up some eggs and it smells like really strong egg smell, you know. It's not the best. Or like, yeah, and so that stench wise, that was the worst one. Or like I would like mix my protein powder with my peanuts, and that's tasty to a degree, but it's just like just it wasn't as pleasurable by any means, you know. Like between the eggs and that, it just felt like a really like awful tasting diet that wasn't pleasing my body or my taste buds like whatsoever. So that had to be cut off. So yeah, sorry, I'm like thinking back to it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, how did I ever do that? Like, why did I ever like try to do that? That's so bad. But yeah, let me not bore you with that. That was just like a flashback right now that I'm just trying to like get out of my head now. But yeah, it's been a lot of like just trying different things. That's just one of them. You know, I did gain a lot of the weight back that year. So the 40 pounds I lost the previous semester, I just kind of like, you know, came back slowly but surely. And, you know, and that's just it, you know. Like, if the discipline's not there, if the discipline's not really there, it's gonna come back, you know. I'm not complaining that I wasn't blessed with, like, an amazing metabolism to, like, just eat whatever I want and not gain any fat. But I'm blessed that I have the mind I have, the ability to improve myself, the ability to learn, and the chance and opportunity to really grow with myself and my mind and my body, to train myself and hone myself, to develop that strength of discipline and character to sustain the long haul, you know. And we pretty much all have that. So it's gonna be hard. It's not easy. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be so hard. It's hard right now, you know. Like I'm in the middle of this process, you know. My goal right now is to like reach 10% body fat, and I had a beer today, and I had a lot of tasty food, you know, and it was great. And I'm not at 10%, you know. And will that detract me? Yeah, it will. Will I let that psychologically mess my mind? A tiny bit, not gonna lie. You know, it's I think it's preventable. You know, but it's about the long-term game plan. You know, for me right now, as long as I'm not like splurging for this week, you know, I should be good. You know, and as long as I get back on track once I get back to the routine, you know, that's also what really matters. You know, just getting back on track. Just don't mess up too hard. Like tomorrow, for instance, I plan to drink like all day, just some buddies of mine, and it's gonna be awesome. I really drink, and I much really drink in quantity. But tomorrow's gonna be a fun day, so I'm just gonna let's just enjoy ourselves, you know. I'm concerned about the calorie count for tomorrow, but trying to stick to like liquors and stuff like that, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But you know, 1 week won't destroy you. You know, discipline is lifetime, a lifelong process. So just remember that. Stay strong, stay hard. Until next time.